Welcome, everybody. Hope you have had a nice day. We're going to hope to make your day a little better tonight. Does that make sense? Make your day better tonight? No. Make your day better, just not tonight, just in general, by pulling something good for you. That's what we're going to hope for anyway. All right, so as we normally do before we actually get started ripping, we are going to go over a little bit of information here, get everybody on the same page and all that fun stuff so we all know what's what. Feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return, thanks to the beauty of automation. Yes, I know, it makes our, what would we do, right, without automation these days? We'd be lost. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I do appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out, spending a little time with me on this Thursday night, although all day I thought it was Friday. It's really Thursday. So breaks coming up. Here's what it looks like. Off for a few days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then starting next week, I think we'll probably be back to our normal at least 4 to 5 day break schedule after that. We'll be back on a little bit more normal track. So we'll come back on Tuesday night. We're going to break a case of 2021 TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys by the full case. And we're going to break more Leaf Metal Draft, but we're going to switch to the jumbo format, which is fewer boxes per case, but more autographs per box. And then also, I think it's one slabbed card per box too. But all that information, of course, you can find in the listing description down there in the bottom in that little manufacturer's description area. Now, as far as shipping goes, this is what I'm thinking. Monday is our most likely date to have this out the door and on the way to you. And as always, that is plus or minus a day. And if I can get it out to you faster than Monday, of course, I will happily do so. And if anyone gets skunked in this break, meaning you do not pull a card of any sort at all, you will still get a package in the mail. It will go out when the rest of the break ships out, and it'll have consolation card or cards in it. And that's just kind of how we do it when they are paid breaks. So that's how that looks. What else? What else? I think that's it for that page. So that brings us over here to a 12-box case of 2020 Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. It is a full case break. It's break number 2. It ended tonight on eBay the same night we're breaking it, which is Thursday night, the 4th of February. And for the most part, it's team names on one side and eBay winning bidder user ID on the opposite. We did have one team in here that the person who bought it sent a message indicating they weren't going to pay for it at about the same time that I had a message from T-Man who was saying, hey, if you've got any teams tonight, I want them. So it matched up well. We were able to do it ahead of time and not hold up the break tonight. And of course, we owe T-Man a big thanks for picking that up for us. So thank you, sir. Now, the next little piece of business is going to involve me messing around with the focus. Yes, I'm going to make it blurry in the background. Yes, you're getting sleepy. All right, so yeah, the background, it just got real blurry. Did that on purpose. Don't sweat it. It's all good. We don't care about what's in the background, right? So, yeah. What we do care about, what's in these boxes. So, of course, the deal with Leaf products, they do not have an MLB license. I'm sure everybody knows that. Only Topps has the Major League Baseball license. So most of the time, like with Panini, they'll still list a city or something that you can use to determine where it goes. But Leaf doesn't do that. They don't even bother to put the city on there. So here's how it works. Players go to their current teams. And if there's any question about, hey, who's so-and-so's current team, we will use minorleaguebaseball.com, MILB.com, or majorleaguebaseball.com, which is MLB.com, either or, to determine where a card goes. Now, some of them I'll probably remember as we see, some of them I won't, but I'll have written down, and I'll be able to glance at what I have written down and find out. A couple of them I may not remember and actually have to look up, but of course we're going to do our best to get everything identified as we go along. I know there have been a few trades. We broke this a few days ago. I only found one card that was impacted in a trade, and I forget who the player is now, but I made a I made a note of whoever it was. Actually, we might have found two. Might have been two that were impacted. But anyway, I think we got a handle on it now. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and get all of our packs out up front. So there's just one little, it's actually technically a little box, a little two-piece plastic box of cards inside each one of these boxes. We're going to go ahead and get all of those out first. That way we just have to delay our gratification once. What I don't like about them using these little boxes is that they don't tape them closed, and so they roll around in here and the lids come off. I don't know how well you can, well, I didn't mean to really show you the card yet, but anyway, how well you could really see that. But the lids on these half the time are popped open or partially open, like that one, meaning that the cards can kind of move around in there. So, of course, Leaf normally, in past years, they've always had their products just directly in a top loader and a sleeve coming right out of the box. They changed that this year, probably because there was a shortage, is my guess, of being able to get the top loaders in particular for a good long while. So my guess is that's why they switched to using this other format, but just about every little box you take out of there, the lid's popped off. So I wish they'd take them down or something. But the good news is the cards are still usually in good shape, so I guess that's the part that matters, right? So hi to T-Man, and Blenham YT is here looking for some twins. Stang Lover's here. Hi, Stang. You want some Asa Lacy, huh, for your little Kansas City Royals? I would say we'll probably find Asa Lacy. I mean, generally he's in here, I think, so I believe so. Graph That Players here looking for the Twins, too. We got two people rooting on the Twins tonight. All right, I like it. Tag team. Tag team mojo. I like the way that sounds. T-Man says players involved in current trades. Well, again, it depends on where they are listed as far as MILB.com or MLB.com or whatever that situation might turn up. Generally speaking, well, right, anything that's a recent trade, of course, that's already done and in the books, it's going to go to the current team. So that's why I always specify the current team. So that if there's a pending trade that's not yet completed, it's not yet in the books, then that means that player will not be reflected yet for the new team. So again, current teams, how that's going to work. Hopefully we're not going to have anything that will be controversial tonight, but yeah, that's how we'll have it sorted out. Graph That Player is looking for Aaron Sabato in particular. All right, well, we will keep our fingers crossed and hope that we can, man, that one's really jacked. Hope that we can come across that one for you. And we just got one more to get out of here. Graph That Player says, oh, it's you on both accounts. You just logged in on the wrong account originally. I got you, man. All right. I thought maybe your friend was watching with you or something. You were both going to be working on bringing the mojo, which would have been nice too. So, all right. So I got you, Graph. We're all on the same page now. Get these sleeves out on the table, and off we go to the races. Let's get down to business here and see what we might be able to find tonight. Hopefully, going to be some good stuff in here. There usually is, honestly. I mean, that is one thing about the Leaf products. They get most of the top guys in baseball to sign, and we usually find them by the time we get done with a case. Not always, but we find a lot of them a lot of times. All right, so we are starting off with Brennan Davis. It's numbered to 15. You're going to notice a lot of curvature, more so than usual for Leaf, but not uncommon for a card like this. You know, any type of chrome type card with that coating does tend to curve up a little bit. So our first out was for the Cubbies with the Brennan Davis. And next up I see Edward Cabrera, and Edward is numbered 230, and he's headed off to the Miami Marlins. Well, I've got two stuck together there, trying to not be separated. And it brings us to Kyle Harrison. And Kyle is numbered to 25. And Kyle goes to the Giants. Oswald is out next. Oswald is not numbered, and that is Perazza is his last name. And I don't think I totally butchered that. I hope not. And he is the Yankees. We've got a nice little Max Meyer here for the Miami Marlins on a top picks card set. So that's a nice hit for Miami. State Pride is coming up on us next with Austin Hendrick. And our State Pride, is it numbered? Usually they are, but I don't see a number on that one. Do you guys? Yeah, I guess that one's not. A lot of the State Prides are. That particular one wasn't, but you get the idea anyway. So, and that one, of course, headed to my little Cincinnati Reds. My personal favorite team is the Reds. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi's baseball card channel. Oh, and he says he's got Washington and Cincy, and may the force be with him. And then we just pulled Austin Hendrick. So that worked out really well, didn't it? All right, John, yes, we are going to do another break of this, except we're switching from the hobby version to the jumbo version. And in fact, I just listed that break tonight, so it's already up and running on eBay. We'll be breaking it on Tuesday night, the jumbo version, which has fewer boxes per case, more autographs per box, and one slabbed card per box, which might be a one of one, but double check the information in the listing description to make sure. You know, if you scroll down to the bottom, I always copy the manufacturer info in there. Meanwhile, that was a Drew Romo that we saw go by there just a second ago on the other State Pride, and it was the Colorado Rockies. And then right behind that, numbered to 10, I have Tink Hintz. And I do not know where that goes, and I'm going to have to look. That's the Cardinals. All right, could not remember that one. But that's why I have notes on the ones that I'm likely to forget anyway. Which these days is more and more, isn't it? That is Ricky Vanasco that came out. And Ricky is going to where? The Rangers, I believe, Texas Rangers. Here comes Emerson Hancock. It's another one of our top picks, and it is numbered to 35. Was our other top picks numbered a minute ago? Was that Max Meyer numbered? Hang on a minute. I want to go back and look, because that was numbered down at the bottom, and I bet I would have been looking at the top. Oh, no, it wasn't anyway. All right. I thought it was, but it wasn't. The Max Meyer wasn't. I mean, obviously, the Emerson Hancock that we just saw is numbered to 35 and going to Seattle. Sorry, I just had to go satisfy my own curiosity for that one. Anyway. All right. Obi-Wan Kenobi pulled the gold crystal of that yesterday. Oh, nice. Of the Austin Hendrick. Fantastic. Matt Cantorino comes up next. And Matt is numbered to 25. And where does he go? I can never, ever remember where that guy goes. I think he's a twin. Is he? Is he Graf, that player? Is he yours from Minnesota? I kind of think he is, but I have the worst time remembering where he goes. And there is Yoelqui Cespedes, one of the international guys, and that is numbered to 2, so that's fantastic. He ended up signing with the White Sox just recently, a couple weeks ago, when our delayed international signing period finally opened back up. So that's a really nice hit for the White Sox, and numbered to 2 on top of that. So, all right, good. You said Matt Cantorino is a Minnesota Twin. Perfect. Kind of thought he might be, but I wasn't 100% sold on the idea. Can't rely on my old memory the way I used to when I was younger. Numbered to 15, it's Reed Detmers, and that is the Angels. And next up, numbered to 15, I have Urbina. And where does Urbina go? Let me see if I have him written down, because off the top of my head, I'm not remembering where he goes. He's also a twin. So apparently I don't remember any of your twins, Graf and Player. Like everybody's that we're hitting that's a twins, I'm like, yeah, where does that go? Oh, man, what is wrong? I don't know. Miguel Yajur, and Miguel man, I can't remember him either. He's one that was just involved in a trade, though. He was Yankees. He got traded, I believe, traded to the Pirates for Yajur that we just saw. Believe he's a Pirate these days. I'll double check it, but I think that's correct. Next up is Jared Jones. And Jared Jones goes to the Pirates, speak of the devil. Behind that, I've got a flashy little red one there, don't we? That's nice. And it is numbered to 7 with Deshaun Knowles going to 7 and going to, or numbered to 7 and going to the Angels. Get it out in a minute. Next up is Robert Hassell. That is numbered to 10. And Robert goes to San Diego and the Padres. Okay, now I can't even get the lid off of that one. Half the lids are off and you can't get them on, and the other half I can't get off. I tell you, it's a night, isn't it? It's a night, it's a night. All right, there's Marco Luciano. It is numbered to 15, and Marco is going to the Giants. A little Nick Lofton, that's nice. And Nick is, does that say 10 or 20? It says to 20. Oh, I am blind on top of everything else. So Nick Lofton there, numbered to 20. That's headed to Sting Lover. It's not who he wants, but it's a Kansas City Royal nonetheless. So it's a good way to get the ball rolling, right? Warner Blakely. And Warner is going to Los Angeles, the Angels. Bryce Elder. Bryce is not numbered apparently, which is usually, they're usually numbered in here, but that one wasn't, and that goes to the Braves. So that one goes to T-Man and his Braves. Luis Rodriguez coming out behind that, also unnumbered on the Rodriguez, which is going to the Dodgers. Oy. I got a sleeve malfunction, also known as static electricity. All right, there is Zach Veen, another one of our top picks. Zach is headed off to Colorado and the Rockies. Have there been any Oakland A's hits? Not yet. Have there been, guys? I don't think so. I don't think we've had any Oakland A's hits yet tonight. There are Oakland A's players in here, but I don't believe we've hit any of them yet tonight. In the product. I can't ever, of course, guarantee what's in a specific box or specific case, obviously. All right, here's Tavares, and numbered to 7. And Tavares is headed to the Rangers. Next up is Chris Mcmahon. No, yes. And that is numbered to 4. I got ahead of myself there a little bit. And Chris Mcmahon is also going to the Rockies. So you had the Zach Veen and now the McMahon. Not a bad box for the Rockies. Jordan Walker on a State Pride. That one's not numbered either. However, these curved cards are starting to get on my nerves. Jordan Walker's the Cardinals, by the way, while I'm over here kind of restacking this into smaller stacks. Sorry. Where they're all curved, they like to slide around, so I'm constantly putting them in smaller stacks to keep them from sliding around. That is numbered to 4, Orelvis Martinez, and that is Toronto and the Blue Jays. Dylan Dingler, and boy, I don't know. You know what? You know that name sounds like Boogie Nights. That's where it sounds like it should be, from Boogie Nights, doesn't it? Those of you who know what that movie's about. But Dylan Dingler is Detroit and the Tigers. Oh, there it is, kids. The Yankees. There's your big man on campus, Jason Dominguez, and pretty low numbered to 20, and first in the series, number 1 of 20. So Yankees, big hit. Nicely done. T-Man, we got to find your Wander Franco, don't we? Got to keep working on that one for you. And hopefully we'll find some more stuff for your Atlanta Braves, too. Dylan Carlson, and numbered to 7. Dylan is going to St. Louis and the Cardinals. Patrick Bailey, and Patrick is not numbered, but going to San Francisco. Jordan Westberg coming out this time. We saw Jordan Walker earlier. Jordan Westberg hits there, and that Jordan goes to Baltimore. The Orioles. Cole Henry, he's a guy that was traded recently, I want to say. Let me see if I made a note about him or not. No, Cole Wilcox is who got traded. Sorry, Cole Henry. I'm getting those two mixed up. Cole Henry is the Nationals. It's Cole Wilcox that was traded recently. Got my Coles mixed up. Pete Crow Armstrong, and that is numbered to 4. Lots of low numbers tonight. And Pete Crow Armstrong goes to the Mets. Obi-Wan Kenobi likes Jason Dominguez's signature. Yeah, in general, they do a lot better job signing in baseball than they do in football, don't they? It's numbered to 35, Austin Hendrick again on another state pride, but that one at least is numbered. And, of course, again, that's going to Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, football signing has been lazy the last few years, and somewhat in basketball, too, honestly. Not as much in baseball. Baseball signatures tend to be nicer. Although there are some beautiful football signatures in the last few years, but as a whole, seems like you get more initials and just an scribble in football and basketball than you do in baseball, for whatever reason. Geraldo Perdomo coming out after that. Maybe they don't sign as much. I don't know. Geraldo is the Diamondbacks. Nick Bitsko coming out behind it, numbered to 25. And Nick is going to Tampa Bay and the Rays for T-Man. And then I have a Wildered Patino, and that one is super curved, man. I mean, these seem worse as far as curvature than the ones we saw the first time we opened this. At least they do to me. Anyway, Patino is the Diamondbacks. And there's Zach Deloach, and Zach is unnumbered, and he is headed off to Seattle in the Mariners. You said you might as well start an Austin Hendrick rainbow. Isn't that the truth, man? That's the way it's going right now, anyway. We got you part of the way there. Nick York, and Nick York is numbered to 15. I don't know why I said was, because obviously it's still numbered to 15. But I think he is the first Red Sox that we've seen tonight. I think he is. I think I can. This is nice for Baltimore. Heston Kjerstad, and it is numbered to 10. Baltimore. Nice hit. Well, that's true. Your gold 1 of 1 has you on a nice start there with Austin Hendrick. And we found you a couple more tonight. If we keep going, who knows? Maybe we'll find you some more before we're done. You never know, do you? All right, here is JT Ginn, and JT numbered to 10. And JT goes to the Mets. Mets. Brennan Malone. Brennan is numbered to 5, and I believe he's the Diamondbacks. I'm going to double check that, though, because I'm not 100% on that, but I think he is. And I don't even have that written down, so I better double check it. Because sometimes, you know what, people have been traded, and I don't remember, or whatever, or sometimes I just have, kind of one of those nights where I just mess up and don't remember stuff, but I think he's a Diamondback. Let's double check it. Yeah. All right, he is Diamondbacks. Okay, good. I just want to make sure, I'm just making sure. Okay, you said, oh, you think Malone is the Pirates now? Well, he did not come up as the Pirates when I pulled him up here. So, let me double check him then again, because I'm not seeing him as that. So hold the phone there. Maybe is that possibly one that is not yet official, like we were talking about before, that's a pending trade that isn't official yet. And maybe that's why they wouldn't have switched him over. Let me pull him up on, I went to MLB first. Let me go to MILB. Okay, on MILB, they do show the transaction as having happened and being the Pirates. So I don't know why MLB didn't, but MILB does. So thank you for catching that. That means Brennan Malone will go to the Pirates because MILB is the official source of minor league baseball news, and they do indeed show him as the Pirates. So I'm also going to write that down. Just bear with me here for a second because I don't want to mess that up when I am sorting it, okay? So I'm making myself a note that that trade has been official. So there we go. All right. Thank you for catching that, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Appreciate you. All right. Tanner Evans is the one that I had in my hand and then sat down and did a whole bunch of other stuff. And you know what? That says Tanner Burns, and I said Tanner Evans, and I don't know why I did, but I did. And it's obviously Tanner Burns, which is the Indians, and I have no idea who Tanner Evans is or why I said Tanner Evans. And by the way, not my fingerprint on that one. I didn't pick that one up over there. That's somebody else's fingerprint. Probably when they attach the sticker to it. There is Kyle Harrison. And Kyle Harrison goes to, survey says, I got to check, I don't remember, San Francisco, the Giants. Christian Roya, there we go. Now we're getting something else going for the Reds. That is numbered 225. And there's your Acuna T-man. See, he was starting to say, hey, like, I got a bunch of teams and I'm not having much luck. That makes you feel better, right? And it is Acuna numbered 210. And man, I wish you all could see, like, if you had this in your hand, you could see, like, how crazy curved they are tonight. I mean, way worse than normal. And I don't even know why they're so way worse than normal, but they for sure are popping up like crazy out of this particular case. So, all right. Ray's here too. Hi, Ray. I'm not gonna, is that Osterling? Did I butcher that? I probably did. I'm sorry. I'm bad with name pronunciation. Seth Corey, and that is numbered 220. And Seth is going to San Francisco and the Giants. Eric Pena. And Eric is numbered 210. Low number. And Eric Pena goes to Stanglover and his Kansas City Royals. And then I have got Maximo Acosta. And Maximo is headed to Texas, the Rangers. Alika Williams, and numbered to what? 7, says on the back. Thought that would be, well, I guess that's not really, yeah, I guess that's right. And that's Tampa Bay. Williams is Tampa Bay. We always get this guy because it just kills me. I can't say his name. Carmen Lazinski, and that's way wrong, okay? But it's the Pirates. I see a 1 of 1 coming up. It's going to make somebody really happy. It's going to make the St. Louis Cardinals really happy because there is a nice Dylan Carlson 1 of 1. How you like that, St. Louis? That's a nice hit. A pretty good case so far, generally speaking. T-Man says, Leaf is sorry if it can't procure top loaders for their cards. Well, you know, I mean, they were always the only product that did that anyway. I mean, nobody else ever put them in top loaders, obviously, when they packed them up. I always thought it was a nice touch that Leaf did do that. And of course, they've probably had to produce this way before it went out the door and had to make their arrangements. And for a while, it was hard to get supplies. This is numbered to 3. It is Luis Rodriguez. And Luis is going to the Dodgers. And really, the main reason that I didn't run out of any kind of supplies is because when all of this started, even before it really got big here, and by this, I mean COVID, but it was happening clearly all over China, there's Nick Swinney, and Nick is going to San Francisco and the Giants. And I kind of thought, oh my gosh, all of our supplies are made in China. And what happens if all of a sudden they're not producing it? So I ordered in just an absolute ton of stuff. So that's the reason we didn't have a lot of problems. All right, and that was Luis Matos. And I don't know where he goes, and I'm checking to see if I have him written down because I don't offhand know where he goes. San Francisco and the Giants. I did have him written down. So yeah, I have a hard time walking through my house because I ordered in so much extra supplies and I didn't have anywhere to put them at the time I ordered them. So they're everywhere. That is Mason Wynn, numbered to 20, and it's the Cardinals. But it kept us from running out. So there you go. All right, there's Brennan Davis. Lots of Brennans tonight. We're on a Brennan roll, aren't we? And Brennan Davis is going to the Cubbies. Here's a big hit. Yeah, big hit in the house for the Rangers with Laura. So Laura and Dominguez in here, along with Acuna and a few other very nice ones. T-Man says he needs his Wander Franco to come in. And Obi-Wan Kenobi's liking that Dylan Carlson. I'm with you. That was a beautiful card, wasn't it? Kind of makes you wish all of them could look that way. But then I guess the one of one wouldn't be special, would it? Okie dokie. Moving on down the road, we have got Hector Yan. He is numbered to 3, and he is going to the Angels. Jackson Miller coming out next. And is Jackson numbered to 15? He is. That's headed to Cincinnati. My little Cincinnati Reds. Petey Halpin. And Petey is going where? Where are you going, Petey? The Indians. Oh, by the way, Leaf Flash Baseball, which was originally supposed to have been out a couple weeks ago, I saw an update today, and I think it's going to come out on the 19th. I believe that's what I saw, and I don't think they're going to change it again. So, Corey Abbott, numbered to 4. So, just FYI, if you've been looking for Leaf Flash, that's when I think we're going to see it. I do believe Corey Abbott is the Cubs, by the by. And Garrett Mitchell coming out behind that. And Garrett Mitchell is going to the Milwaukee Brewers. Maybe the first Brewer that we've seen tonight. Ooh, look at this. You get a second Heston Kierstadt. That is nice, T-Man. You already got I believe it was numbered earlier, and then you've got another to go with it. So your Orioles are hitting on all cylinders tonight. He says, let's get some Nats. He's got 4 autographs for his Reds. Didn't we hit one guy for the Nationals? I want to say we did, didn't we? I think we did. Hit one National? Maybe. I'm not sure. But I thought we did. But again, my memory. Whew, I know. Bad news when you get older. Okay. This is our last box, so we're going to call forth a little last box mojo and see if we can't pull some more fire out of here before we wrap up tonight. We're starting it off with Dylan Mclean. He is numbered to 10, and he's going to Texas, the Rangers. Santos comes out behind that, and that is an unnumbered card for Alex Santos. And he goes to the Astros, which might be the first hit for them tonight. I wouldn't swear to it, but I think so. Kobe Mayo, there's another one going to the Orioles, and Kobe is numbered to 10. A state pride for Cole Wilcox, who was recently traded from the Padres to the Tampa Bay Rays. So Cole Wilcox headed to the Rays, and it is numbered to 15. Just a couple left now. Bobby Miller is one of them, and that's going to the Dodgers. And then last up, it is Nick Gonzalez. This is the very last card we see. And he is unnumbered for Nick Gonzalez. And Nick is going to the Pirates. Now, we've got some recapping to do, and all of our little crazy stacks that I'm trying to keep from sliding all over the place, because, yeah, curved things. They like curved things, and slick little sleeves like to slide around. That's tongue twister. Slick sleeves sliding around. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with our recap. Now, I'm not going to read everything off again, obviously, but we will take a little flip through it all. So if you missed anything earlier, this is going to be your chance to get another look at who came out. So, yeah, but on breaks that are all hits like this one, I don't generally read off all the names and numbers and teams again, because, well, it would kind of just be doing the entire break a second time, wouldn't it? So, yeah, but we do recap them nonetheless. So, at least that way, if you missed part of it, you get another little peek at it right now. That is we are going to flip this one over again, because that's a very nice hit. It's numbered to 2. It's headed to the White Sox. That's where he signed, and I mean, obviously, widely expected to be really very good. One would hope. And we will take a look at the back of this one, because it's our pretty 1 of 1. Yeah, so, we got to see that 1 of 1 on there again. It makes it nice, doesn't it? So, overall, I would say we did pretty well in this case. I'm happy for the most part with what we hit. Hopefully you guys are too, and gals, if we have any gals with us tonight, which we might. Sometimes we do. And what else? Don't know anything else about leaf updates too much, other than what they came down with that I think they actually sent me the message yesterday, but I didn't see it until today, talking about now, yeah, there's your numbered to 10, your numbered Heston. Talking about leaf flash. So as it stands right now, I think the 19th is when we're going to see it. So that's not next week. Is that next week? Week after. Maybe the week after next. Anyway, that's the date that it is currently setting. And I don't think they'll change it again. Although they also have leaf lumber. They were calling it Leaf Lumber Kings. You guys probably remember it from last year as Leaf Lumber Kings. I'm guessing they probably got in trouble with Panini, who, has a bunch of Diamond Kings and this, that, and the other Kings trademarked. And there's that nice Dominguez. And anyway, now they've changed it and they're just calling it Leaf Lumber. And it's also scheduled for the 19th, but I think they're going to move that. I think we'll really only get Leaf Flash Baseball. That's what I believe. So, okay, so there's our break and our recap. Let me put up our spreadsheet information one more time. If you weren't with us earlier, as soon as I fix our focus back here, we'll take a look at when you can expect your item to ship, and we'll take another little peek at what is coming up in the days ahead. So if you weren't signed on with us at the beginning, you're going to get another little look at that right now. So Monday is when I'm expecting to get this out the door. As always, that is plus or minus a day. And if I can get it out to you faster than the date that you see listed there, I will, of course, happily do so. And if you got skunked in tonight's break, meaning you did not pull a card of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail. It will go out when the rest of the break goes out the door. And it'll have consolation card or cards in it. So that's how the paid breaks always work. You're always going to get something if you've paid for shipping, okay? Days ahead, I know, I get another extended weekend, don't I? Super Bowl weekend, no less. Woohoo! Yeah, go Chiefs, right? I'm a Steelers fan, but you all know I like Patrick Mahomes. I've never been shy about that, so I hope he wins. But anyway, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday will all be off nights for me. I'm going to come back on Tuesday night. We'll be back with Leaf Metal Draft again, but it will be the jumbo case, or yeah, case. And they have less boxes, fewer boxes per case, but more autographs per box. And there's a slabbed card in every box, which I want to say it might be a one of one, but I'm not 100% sure about that. However, if you scroll down to the bottom of the listing description, you will see where I provide the manufacturer's information. That'll tell you for sure. And then we will also break a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, the 2021 version. So I guess that is it for me until Tuesday. So, whoops, I'm on the wrong spot there, aren't I? So, as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. I hope I'll see you again, if not on Tuesday night, sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe and happy and healthy, and I'll be back on Tuesday. Bye now.